For this video, let's investigate how we can take information that we found at another source for our research paper, for example, and create our own spreadsheet and chart from it. First, we would find the data on the internet, in a magazine, and you'll probably have to create the spreadsheet by hand rather than copy and paste. That's okay. Format the spreadsheet, and then we'll add totals or whatever other statistics as appropriate and create a chart. Let's go do that. Here I have an exercise that asks us to find Genesee County population increase over time. And it says look online to find census statistics about the population of Genesee County and 2 other counties. And it gives me a website link to look at. So I would have found that by doing a Google search, but you can do it the easy way by using the link I gave you. I'll click on cell A3, which is the cell where the URL address is, and I will copy and paste not the whole thing, just the URL address, which happens to be a text file. Put the mouse in the highlighted area, right-click, copy. Yes, Control-C also works. And I'm going to use Internet Explorer since I have several Firefox tabs open. And up in the address bar, I'll right-click, paste. And press the Enter key will take me to the page. These are Michigan population statistics from, this happens to be 1960 to 1990 by decades for all the counties in Michigan. I would extract from that the information that I want. The first thing I have to do is figure out how to set up my chart. Let's go back and look at the instructions. It says to create a simple spreadsheet to display the data, the information, type the numbers by hand, and I gave you a hint that maybe your columns will be reversed from what you see there. In other words, I'm going to have, for example, let me start here, a title. Oh, it's still formatted from my last try. Oh well. And a subtitle, and then I'm going to choose 1960, 1970, I forgot to remove the formatting, 1980, and 1990. And then I'll go get 3 counties. I'll get blah, blah, blah county and Genesee County. Do you want to type the word county? I guess we could, couldn't we? Genesee County. By the way, that's spelled, if you live here, it's important to know, the boy's name Gene and the word C. And then I have some other county that's listed there, okay? Probably I need to make column A wider, don't I? Yeah, that's good. Okay, and to get the data, I'll do this just with Genesee County. For 1960, you see, for Genesee County, I'm just going to click and drag and then Control-C to copy, Alt-Tab to switch back to my previous document, and then in that cell, Control-V to paste. You could set up 2 screens side by side, so it would make it a little bit easier to copy and paste. Sometimes you can copy and paste more of the data. That would be possible. And one more. And we'll just invent some other numbers for now, but when you do the exercise, you want to put some regular numbers. Oh. Yeah, these 2 I need to make smaller, huh? There we go. Then it says create columns, headings, use the same formatted style. Okay, so let's do the formatting then. I'm going to type Genesee, or this is Michigan County populations, and this will be 1960 to 1990. For the heading, I will select across, merge and center, And then title styles. For the subtitle, I'll merge and center, and I'll make it title style but reduce the font size. You could do other things to it. And for the third row, I'll use, that's the column headings, I'll use heading 3 format. At the bottom, they said to add the total population. Oh, those two got messed up too. There, that'll be good. Okay. And so to get the totals, I'm going to go up to the auto sum button there and choose sum. I'm teaching you a method that always works. Notice that the computer chose the wrong cells to include. You know, sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. I'll select the cells I want, press the enter key, and then I'll notice that it says this cell contains formatting different from the cells beside it. That's the little triangle, and that's okay. I'm going to click on the cell and get that fill handle, which is the little square in the bottom right hand corner. You see it? Okay, and I'm going to fill across so that's done quickly. You have to be sure you made the first one right. And we'll make that row of total style. You can do these things in any order, you know. There's no particular rule. Now, what data would I like to see? Well, the instructions said to create a 2 or 3D, oh, number 5, I have to fix that, don't I? Column chart to show how the population of Genesee County only has increased at a title. So that means I want this information in this row, even though A3 has nothing in it. A19 has nothing in it, but A21 does. So I'll select across that row, press down the control key and hold it, select across that row, and then insert a, what they said, column chart. Yours might look different if you're using an older version, but it's still on the Insert tab and it's still under Charts. Yeah, that looks good. Drag it a little bit out of the way. And now you can choose whatever formatting you'd like to do to it, of course. We talked about that in a different video. This is Genesee County comparative population. Since those two words sits at splitting, I'm going to press Shift Enter, and that will keep the formatting but put it on 2 rows. Well, and there I have then my data and a chart made from it. I could make more charts, I could do more formatting, but that certainly achieves our objective. Kind of fun, isn't it? Well, I thought I was done, but I still forgot the attribution. I still need that at the bottom. If you have taken data from somewhere else, you really need to say from where you took it. So what I'm going to do is go up on the title, probably is a good way to do it, and rather than retype, I'll go way up to the formula bar up here, and I'm just going to click there and add an asterisk so that people will know to look down below. And then down at the below here in this cell, wait, let me get the URL address first. Let me go back to Internet Explorer. I'll right click again on the URL address and copy it. Control Alt Tab to switch back to my document. And then down in that cell, I'll put an asterisk, taken from, and then paste the URL address. Okay, I'll have to move my chart, but that's okay. You always want to say from where you took the information, an attribution, or attribute it to somewhere. Very important, and I neglected to add that at the end of my previous video, so I'm tacking this on the end. And this time I'm really done.